The dregs of spiritual life have fallen off, and litter the canal like the cigarette butts I quit then relit that sparked the alarming cough that was the unexpected catalyst for a second life, post-analysis. Lying on a CAT scan table, I'm failing at trying not to label all the emotions arising, hypnotizing myself to be calm and be present, here in the sterile white room sensing doom and feeling hesitant to let the mind take one step into the darkness. So keep my eyes open, staring straight, looking fate into its sinister gaze. Whatever the outcome, whichever cancer stage I am given, life sentence or death, it's just a rumble in the stomach, speeding pulse, quickened breath. What else is left? Just some images of this body filled with tubes. It's not happening in this moment, just a scan, but it alludes to the possibility, maybe likely, okay, certainly, this is real, chemicals or radiation or the scalpel. Now I begin to feel the terror sweeping over every cell, from scalp down to toenails. I'm flushed, sweaty, melting hot, guts gone watery, the veil of calm lifted, the plot shifted entirely. A routine exams brought out that inescapable lifelong misery. Heart pounding in my ears, it sounds like a distant eulogy. All I hear is my suddenly negated and validated personal history, the loss of all my aspirations, dreams, and hopes in the palpitations, shook loose of my rigging by the hypothetical diagnosis, flashing images of gray Victorian gravediggers digging, my stone, and a black crescent of mourners surrounding the hole, flowers thrown upon the casket, death layered upon death. The whole industry is such a greedy racket. Stabilized, rendered inert, a corpse lowered down into the hungry dirt. Friends and family mourning my spirit. Preacher claims it's a liberated soul, but I can't see it, and I don't seem to be it. So if there is one, where the hell did it go? Instead, the moment feels drastic, a decrepit cadaver trapped inside this casket. How am I still locked inside? What could have been left? Leapt the untraversable cleft when the physical body died. I hadn't ejected or been resurrected, somehow instead bound to the weak, festering flesh I've always rejected. Am I really this skin that's now marked, bruised, and gray, withered, transparently thin? Can I be found in an arrested brain, or blood some mortuary student has unceremoniously drained, or in atrophying muscle fiber, or in hollow bones that feel no pain? Am I the nervous system spreading out like tree limbs, flowing rivers, branching fractals providing sentience with each chemical message that's delivered? If so, then where am I now that all electricity's been severed? It seems an unsolvable mystery, this maddening discrepancy, as this unanswerable, uncancelable quandary works its way deep below my anxious psyche in a way I'd never imagined could be possible. Where am I in this machine? It simply can't be seen. I mean, there's flesh and ideas, but it seems I've assembled myself like a shelf from IKEA. With each piece dissected and projected out on display, the CAT scanner indifferently whirring away, I can for once find not an intelligible word that I or anyone else could ever need to say. Dropping into muted silence, a deep quietude with a colorful vibrancy lacking the hallmarks of my normal quixotic neurotic personality. Then soon, the tiny bud of existential fear blooms like a forest of carnivorous mushrooms, resurrecting carcasses into life anew, into this new life, the rebirth, a fertile seed that makes me see with a new vision, spacious, gracious, and forgiven, a perspective viewed from totality, not from the contracted identity that actually did just die a smidgen. Though not the way I'd for so many years envisioned it would. Quietude permeates the room. Even the scanner is hushed, and no longer rushing to diagnose the catalyst of my inevitable mortal doom. Any hidden structural formation it could reveal will be a picture lacking a subject, so it will never be as correct or meaningful as the vacancy that I right now feel. The flesh and all the rest of this construction has never been what's real. What's missing is what's been insisting its existence all along. It's so surreal. How can something that's never been suddenly feel like it's gone? This seeing is a new way. It feels like the true way, though that's another hurdle to be worked through another day. The perspective from which to live a life suffused with ease. In one instant, it's been seen clearly there never was a doer of any deed. No such thing as my desire or insatiable crippling need. No sense of the ego that I've lived solely and exhaustingly to feed. No perfect life I must endeavor forever and never to lead. And in the end, all of it was sparked, the doctor gravely conceded, by a startlingly mild case of an allergy to ragweed.